we work on our heart, mind, and spirit. Sumi-e is an active meditation. So an active meditation, you don't have to be on a zazen, seated on the floor. You can do it while you're making coffee, while you're brushing your teeth, while you're arranging flowers. So one of the things we'll be doing later on today is we'll be doing some active meditation when we arrange our flowers for painting. We begin each Sumi-e class with an active meditation to prepare us for the Sumi-e, which is also an active meditation. One of the things we're doing when we meditate is we're observing without judgment what our mind is doing. So while we're breathing, sometimes we're thinking about something maybe we forgot to do this morning or have to do later on today. And then what you do is I invite you just to gently bring your mind back. And I've specifically chosen this series of breath meditations where you either focus on the count or the sound of the breath. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a body scan. So if you're seated, press your feet into the ground and rock forward and back. Do this if you're seated or standing. And if you're standing or seated, you can just, like I'm demonstrating this by swirling my hips around, but you press your toes and the sides of your feet and the heels, and maybe you can try, I have high arches, maybe press your arches into the ground and just feel and move your toes and rock back and forth and become aware of your feet. Now notice your breath while you're doing this. So take a nice deep breath in and let it go. A full release. Now take your mind and just move your mind either inside your body or thinking what it looks like from the outside, and move up along your toes and your feet and maybe sense some warmth growing. And take another deep breath as you move up to your ankles and breathe in and release. Continue to move mindfully, compassionately, thoughtfully up your calves, feeling that warmth moving and coursing through your body as you breathe in and let it go. Now start to move your thoughts up through your thighs to your hips, and now start to lift your torso up out of your hips and breathe in and let it go. Maybe place one hand on your abdomen and one hand on your heart. And now notice where you placed your left hand, where you placed your right hand. Does it feel warm? Does it feel soft? What does it feel like? Now breathe in and breathe out. As we gradually move and connect our heart, our mind, and spirit, breathe in and breathe out. Now lift your shoulders up and drop your shoulder blades down along your back and let your hands drop at your side and breathe in and breathe out. Now if you're standing, you can take your hands down and bring them up and up over your head. And you can do this also if you're seated and you want to clasp your hands up over your head and then open them like a nice V for victory and look up at the ceiling and breathe in and breathe out. Now drop your hands halfway and turn your hands so that your pinkies are towards the back wall and your thumb is towards the front of the room. And stretch your fingers wide, wide like a starfish. And breathe in. And breathe out. Now take your hands and cross them. Right hand on top and grab your shoulders. And give yourself a nice hug and breathe in. And let it go. Now do it again, but place the opposite hand on top. And give yourself a hug. And breathe in. And breathe out. And last time, up overhead, breathe in. And breathe out. And shake your hands. And we'll begin. So at this point, you might want to rub your hands together until you just get a little warmth in your hands. Today in Chicago, it's a little more chilly today, this morning in my studio. So I'm just going to warm up my hands.